I've heard about this concept of coaching for a really long time. I've probably talked to a lot of people about it. Throughout the years, I've kind of had this hesitation with the word coaching. I didn't like that word. As I kind of went through my life, I decided I wanted to be more like a mentor. To me, that sounded like a better setup, I guess, for the way that I wanted to operate with people. But over the last couple of days, I've been taking a course from Brendon Burchard on what it means to be a good coach and what that looks like. And I had this massive realization that mentorship and coaching are like two separate things. So on the one hand, mentorship I see as being really geared towards like a master and an apprentice relationship where you're trying to teach someone a very specific skill, okay? And you know that skill really well, and that's why you're mentoring them in that skill. Now, there's some room there for saying like, well, okay, I'm a grown man and I'm mentoring a younger man, and in general, like that's just how to be a man, right? That's the skill you're trying to learn or trying to teach. But there's this other piece of coaching that Brendon really opened up about, which is helping people shape their mindset around any problems that they're facing, helping them just talk through the problems. And so this is different than therapy, right? Because therapy is, I want to listen to you. I want to understand the problems that you're facing. I want to see what the context was and help you kind of go back through them. And hopefully there is some aspect to therapy which is moving forward, but a lot of therapy focuses on like what's behind you, your past, how you got to be the way you are, and maybe what are some of the things that you need to release to become a better person, to grow and to overcome those traumas or those issues, right? Coaching is more future focused, okay? It's going to be thinking about based on the situation and what is your identity and what are your intentions, like how are you going to move forward in spite of or just in this situation, right? And so I really appreciated all those things that he said because it's just made me realize that there's this kind of this triangle of help where one corner is this idea of mentorship where you're building those like life skills or hard skills. As a software developer, I can help people learn how to develop software well, especially Ruby on Rails, web software, stuff like that. I'm not a therapist, but I do think therapy is the other corner where you're helping people kind of overcome their issues and their traumas. But I think that there's a higher level, which is the coaching, which just helps people to reset their mind, to think about things in a new way, a new perspective, and really level up their attitude and their mindset. And so I've been thinking about that the last couple of days. I haven't done coaching per se in my life, especially because I didn't want to call it coaching. I wanted to call it mentoring. But as I think about like the one-on-ones that I did with the people that I worked with, I was senior to them, so I did a lot of one-on-ones with either direct reports when I was their manager or as like a team lead or a tech lead or things like that. I had a lot of one-on-ones where I wanted to help them through much more than just the software side of things. Where, yeah, sometimes we would get into technical conversations about, how to write this code or what pattern to use here, things like that. But what I really wanted to help them with was when they were struggling with conversations with other people, conversations with coworkers. There's a lot of growth that can happen there. And I'm realizing how much I enjoyed those conversations and how much I want to continue with that. So over the next couple days, I'm going to be talking more about coaching. Brendon Burchard is doing this 3-day coaching class. So I've been going through it. It's amazing. I love it. Thank you, Brendon. Really, really appreciate that. He's made it free. If that's something you're interested in, I highly encourage you to look that up. Happy to share that link. If it's something you're interested in, just let me know in the comments. And I really want to pursue this a little bit. One of the things that he mentioned was that this is not just like a hobby. If you want to be a good coach, you got to make this your career. And I've got some really, really big dreams that I want to achieve. And I'm beginning to see that this opportunity for coaching and helping people unlock their next level is what I want to do. That's been on my website for like the last year and a half. I redid my website a year ago, and I want to help people unleash and unlock their potential. I'm writing a book called Practical Potential that is just practical actions on unlocking your potential. And so I'm diving into this a little bit more. I'll be talking about it over the next couple of days. Would love to hear what your thoughts are. And if you're wanting to have a conversation about coaching or what it looks like, I would love to talk to you. But as you go into this new year, it's January 1st, 2026. I cannot believe it. Last year went by so fast. But I really want to help people set an intention for this year. And I'm setting my own intentions for this year. One of the things Brendon talks about is doing a top list at the end of every year, your top favorite moments, top lessons learned, top wishes for next year, and what was the other one? I did all of this like last week, so it's not exactly fresh in my brain. Anyway, top lists to help you kind of finish out and close out the year, and then begin the new year with the right intentions. So that's what I am working towards myself, and I hope I can help others do the same. So good to see you all again. I know it's been a long time since I posted on here. I appreciate all of you and look forward to more of this kind of content.